light is that?
Right. Brightest light.
Chelsea, to start, double from you, but I'd imagine that you're stuck on the turnovers. I'm wondering if you can talk about ball security and just like what you're seeing on the court and like what's influencing your decision making and just what that's been like.
Um, I mean, they're just throwing bodies whenever we're attacking into the paint and in transition. They were aggressive on the ball screen. They got some deflections, and so just got to be poised and find ways to get people the basketball and better decision making before I get into that situation.
And then also Aces are 5-5, which is the same record that you guys had through 10 games last year. I'm wondering, looking at this team, what are you feel like should be the main priorities maybe going into the next 10 games of this season?
I don't think we can even look at it through another 10. I think we just got to look at it one by one, um, and then go from there. There's no way we can look that far ahead. We got things that we need to clean up on both ends of the floor, um, and you start building habits, and then hopefully in that 10th game you're in a better position than the first 10.
Just a halftime adjustment question for either player. Satu had 18 points at halftime. You guys held her to 4 in the second half. How was she able to get free in that first half, and what did you guys adjust in that second half?
Started going over. Yeah. Instead of letting her step back and just shoot behind screens, we started getting a little more physical, getting into her. I think there might have been a little confusion on what exactly we were doing. And then I thought, when we had obviously a small on her, she went down and got some work done in the paint as well. But she's a tough matchup. She's a tough matchup for every team, right? Because she's huge and she can score in multiple ways. But I thought just a little bit more aggression on her when she had the ball. And sometimes, honestly, she just missed one or two wide open. So
Chelsea, obviously, you expect the big guns like Alyssa and so to be effective offensively. But talk about the challenges you guys faced with their bench players off the bench, especially obviously the high scorer off the bench for them.
I mean, Sammy's been a starter. She's won before. She's an experienced and a veteran player, not only in the W but overseas in the Olympics. So, in certain moments and teams, she can start in any moment. So, she got loose and away from us a little bit. 4 threes. No matter how she's coming into the game, we know she can shoot the basketball and get hot really quick. She's had that type of career, and we respect that. So we got to be better there when she's coming into the game. But everybody came in and did their part, whether it was defensively and things that really don't show up in the stat sheet. They're just playing hard.
And really quick, Jewell, obviously not the outcome that this group wanted, but I think the last time when I was counting, I think 13 rebounds for Kia. Even the rebounds that she couldn't get to, she's tipping it out back to the perimeter, kind of giving you guys that second chance, that third chance. What is the assessment of the effort that you guys got from her today and what you guys continue to get from her every night?
Yeah, I mean, I think collectively we're just trying to play hard. That's something we can control and getting extra looks and shots. That's something that we want. We try to work on daggers as much as we can, and that's what we want. We want effort. No matter what's going on the offensive side, the little things that always don't show up in the score box, we want to have that. So that's just the mindset for everyone who comes in the game, is that we can win the 50-50 balls, we can win the next possessions. So we definitely need more of that for sure.
What is score box?
I don't know. I can't see.
You can't see, so you didn't know. I just want to know what score box is.
thank you.
Coach, I'd imagine you're probably not too upset with the defensive effort tonight. You held them to less points than they usually score, but maybe on the offensive end, if you could share just what stands out to you most.
22 turnovers. You can't, it's really hard to beat a team, especially a very good team. Giving the ball up 22 times, 14 assists and 22 turnovers is not the assist to turnover ratio you want. We were getting pounded on the glass at halftime, so I thought we did a better job cleaning that end of the end of the floor. But it's tough. We just have to have a next woman up mentality. And we need some, we're missing 25 and 12. So it's got to be by committee. I don't know if we quite got there by committee today. I was happy with our bench the other day. And I thought KB came in and did a nice job with her minutes. So we're just, we got to get creative right now.
I was going to ask you about Kirsten Bell. I'm wondering, if you could just go into a little bit more what you saw from her, and maybe how you kind of like could replicate that type of performance from her going forward.
I mean, I think, you guys don't get to see her practice much, but a lot of times we'll have her be the opposing team's player for scout. And sometimes if I just put like a fluorescent yellow jersey on her and just give her the green light, she becomes the best player on the floor. I mean, it's crazy. She could really light it up. Some of it is, opportunity and maybe match up somewhat. I put her in at the 4 today because I just felt like she knew the 4 better than everybody else. Even though our system is somewhat positionless in some ways, but she's going to get more opportunity going forward.
With the Leonide going out with that hard hit to the face, it's just starting to feel like the hits to the face are like adding up. I'm wondering what like stands out to you about that, like even around the league, not just for the Aces.
I agree. I think it's something that people really have to start looking at because people are dropping like flies with concussions, and it's not just our team, but the other night Asia gets hit, but also Chelsea got hit in the face. Jewell's been hit in the face. Jewell has a broken nose. Like there's multiple things going on. I didn't see the one tonight with Nye, but I agree with you that there's just been too many shots to the face. And if there's any kind of windup, now this is a physical game. I don't think I don't think anybody's out there trying to hurt anybody. However, there are some vicious ones that I know specifically. Just a couple of years ago, I thought Asia took a huge shot. And I thought it should have been a flagrant 2 automatic ejection, a wind up elbow or anything like that. Like, because basically what's a flagrant 2? It feels like the only way you get a flagrant 2 is to throw a punch and land one. Other than that, it's just a flagrant 1, where I feel like some of these are dangerous plays and have to be looked at. And I think, my team's going through it, but other teams, I mean, have had concussions. Like I said, I don't think Kaz was a windup or anything. I think just Aaliyah caught her had an awkward. Like I said, I haven't seen it, but Kaz never been dirty in the past. I'm not insinuating that at all. But there have been a lot of hits to the head this year around the league, not just us.